и господа, мы расскажем вам об игре джентльменов и леди. Джентльмен — это стиль, вкус, изящные манеры, традиции и такт. Добро пожаловать в клуб джентльменов. Но если джентльмены, а уж тем более леди, решат вдруг похулиганить, то начинается регби! Дамы и господа, на поле Ladies and Gentlemen, встречайте участников Кубка Европейских чемпионов по регби-7.
Poznania, Poland, Polsza. Polsza, Poznania. Bang. Here's a goal, Rugby SK, Turkish, Turция. CSKA, Russia. Neva, Russia. ВВ Подмосковье. Dukla, Czechia. Le Mans Flames, Switzerland, Швейцария, Le Mans Flames.
Last year, attendance was more than
Dukla.
60,000 people.
Switzers, Geneva Rugby,
More than 16,000 people
Швейцария.
attended the competition. This year, unfortunately, we only had a 1,000 allowance from the government. The weather played its part yesterday, but today's turnout is quite good. One
Once
side
again,
of the
please
stand,
welcome Dukla.
the opposite side that you see on the screen now, is quite packed. Keep watching the teams of the men's division parade around the field. This is the Dukla Rugby Club from Czech Republic. They had an excellent run up to the semi-final, competing to get into the gold final. Unfortunately, they met one of the strongest clubs of the competitions, Astana Rugby, the locals, the St. Petersburg's hopefuls. That
Switzers, Geneva Rugby
really took
Club.
them apart in the
Switzerland.
semi-final. So we'll see Astana in the final, but Dukla will play their hearts out against
Baltrix Shaulai.
Samurai from England in third place final. Now we see the VVA Rugby Club,
Please welcome Baltrix Shaulai.
one of the most prolific, historically strongest clubs, both in men's and women's division. This year, the men's club
Il finale.
mostly consists of young guys, 18, 19-year-olds, because the VBA main team played in the Russia's Cup game in the Rugby Union Rugby 15s against Slava Rugby yesterday. It was a good contest. All our Russian club championship games are televised on Match TV channel in Russia, which is a huge improvement and a big step forward for rugby in the last 2 years.
Регби – это сила!
Rugby
Регби
is
– это
strength.
красота!
Rugby is
Регби
beauty.
– это движение.
Rugby is
Это
movement.
танец победы.
It's a victory dance.
Ladies and gents, introducing
I'll just leave you to it now for a few minutes to watch the performances of our artists.
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Putting on the Ritz. Different types, you wear a day coat, pants with stripes and cutaway coat, perfect fits. Putting on the Ritz.
her whole body. Pretty face and fantasy body. Sweet lips, sugar so fine. Mission to blow your mind.
Дамы и господа, Кубок европейских чемпионов по регби-7.
Ladies and gentlemen, trophy of Rugby Europe 7th Club Championship.
Почетное право поднять флаг турнира предоставляется
The honor to raise the flag of the tournament is given to
ветерану регби, мастеру спорта СССР, призеру Кубков СССР по регби Николаю Николаевичу Румянцеву,
Rugby veteran, Master of Sports of USSR, winner of the tournament, Nikolai Rumyantsev.
победителю высшей лиги по регби-7 сезона 2020-2021, игроку команды «Нарвская застава» Дмитрию Крымову,
Winner of the Rugby 7 High League of the season 2020-2021, player of the team Narvskaya Zastava, Dmitry Krymov.
и представительнице юного поколения регби, капитану команды «Застава Джуниор» Софии Цицаровой.
And the representative of the young rugby generation, captain of Zastava Junior, Sofia Tsitsarova.
Флаг турнира будет поднят знаменосцами.
The flag carriers will raise the flag.
Регби – это путь от джентльменского хулиганства к большим победам.
Это длинный путь с овальным мечом в руках. Нужно пройти его и быть уверенным, что в любой момент тебя поддержит твоя команда.
Моя игра, она мне принадлежит, и таким же, как и я. Моя игра, здесь правила одни и цель одна. Моя игра, она мне принадлежит, и таким же, как и я. Моя игра, здесь правила одни и цель одна.
Со мной все нормально, ну и что кровь из носа? Со мной все нормально, просто я стал очень взрослым. Со мной все хорошо, просто забыл я, как дышать. Я начал игру, но забыл, как играть. Все нормально, просто стало вдруг темно. На юге стало холодно, на севере тепло. Осталась я одна, сама по себе, сама за себя. Остался только Бог, который смотрит на меня. Я много раз ошибалась, делала что-то не так, но я вставала и делала следующий шаг. Я верил людям, которым верить нельзя. Они пользовались этим, но поверьте мне зря. Были люди, да, на которых могла я опереться. С чистым сердцем помогали мне они. Но мои враги хотели смерти для меня. Их планы разбиты, ведь это моя игра.
Моя игра, она мне принадлежит, и таким же, как и я. Моя игра, здесь правила одни и цель одна. Моя игра, она мне принадлежит, и таким же, как и я. Моя игра, здесь правила одни и цель одна.
Прозвучал гимн Федерации регби России.
Моя игра, она мне принадлежит, и таким же, как и я. Моя игра, здесь правила одни и цель одна. Моя игра, она мне принадлежит, и таким же, как и я. Моя игра, здесь правила одни и цель одна.
Для проведения торжественной церемонии открытия финальной серии игр на поле приглашаются
For the solemn opening of the ceremony, we invite
Борис Михайлович Петровский, вице-губернатор Санкт-Петербурга,
Deputy Governor of St. Petersburg, Boris Petrovsky,
Игорь Юрьевич Артемьев, председатель Высшего совета Федерации регби России,
Igor Artemyev, Chair of the Supreme Council of the Rugby Union of Russia,
Флоран Марти, главный исполнительный директор Федерации регби Европы,
Florent Marty, CEO Rugby Europe,
Михаил Маркович Зарицкий, заместитель председателя Высшего совета Федерации регби России, президент Федерации регби Санкт-Петербурга,
Mikhail Zaritsky, Deputy Chair of Supreme Council of Rugby Union of Russia, President of the Rugby Union of St. Petersburg,
Филипп Григорьевич Ханин, директор Кубка европейских чемпионов по регби-7,
Philip Hanin, Director of Rugby Europe Sevens Club Championship,
Александр Николаевич Кукса, председатель попечительского совета Федерации регби Санкт-Петербурга, председатель совета директоров компании ЭТМ, генерального партнера Кубка европейских чемпионов по регби-7.
Alexander Kupsa, Chair of the Trustees Board of the Rugby Union of Russia, Head of the Board of Directors of ETM Company, General Partner of the Rugby Europe Sevens Club Championship,
Дмитрий Валентинович Морозов, председатель Высшего совета Федерации регби России.
Dmitry Morozov, Chair of the Supreme Court of the Rugby Union of Russia,
Анфиса Чехова, телеведущая, актриса, хедлайнер турнира Кубок европейских чемпионов по регби-7.
Anfisa Chekova, TV host, actress, headliner of Rugby Europe Sevens Clubs Championship.
Слово предоставляется вице-губернатору Санкт-Петербурга Борису Михайловичу Петровскому.
The honor to give a welcoming statement is given to Boris Petrovsky, Vice Governor of St. Petersburg.
Дорогие друзья, от лица губернатора Санкт-Петербурга Александра Дмитриевича Беглова, от лица правительства Санкт-Петербурга хочу вас поприветствовать на Европейском кубке чемпионов по регби-7.
Dear friend, on behalf of the Governor of St. Petersburg, Alexander Beglov, on behalf of the government of St. Petersburg, I would like to welcome you at Rugby Europe Sevens Clubs Championship.
Санкт-Петербург – это очень особенный город. Город, который принимает международные соревнования на самом высоком уровне. И это неудивительно. Инфраструктура города готова к принятию самых разных спортивных событий.
St. Petersburg is a special city, ready to host various sports events of the highest level. And there is no wonder the infrastructure of the city is ready for such events.
В июне в Санкт-Петербурге прошел чемпионат Европы по футболу. В августе Ironman в соревновании по триатлону. В сентябре регби-7.
In June, St. Petersburg hosted FIFA 2020. Also, there were Ironman Championship, and this time is Rugby Europe Sevens Clubs Championship.
Пятый раз в Петербурге проходит это важное соревнование. И мы сделаем все, что от нас зависит, чтобы так и продолжить, чтобы эти соревнования было больше, чтобы зрителей на них было больше, чтобы проходили они в Санкт-Петербурге.
This spectacular event takes place for the fifth time in St. Petersburg, and we'll do our best to attract as many visitors and fans of the sport, and to promote the sport in the city.
Конечно, нам особенно приятно в финале видеть команду из Санкт-Петербурга.
And of course, we're very glad to see one of the finalists, a St. Petersburg team.
Это накладывает на нас определенные обязательства для того, чтобы регби развивался в Санкт-Петербурге и в России. И мы очень надеемся, что Санкт-Петербург станет столицей регби России.
Of course, this is an obligation for us, and we are ready to promote rugby in St. Petersburg as well as in Russia. And we hope that St. Petersburg can turn into the capital of rugby.
Я желаю удачи спортсменам, а зрителям прекрасного шоу. Спасибо.
I wish good luck to all the players and good mood to all fans and visitors.
Слово предоставляется председателю Высшего совета Федерации регби России Игорю Юрьевичу Артемьеву.
The honor to give a welcoming statement is given to the chair of Supreme Council of the Rugby Union of Russia, Igor Artemyev.
Добрый день, дорогие друзья.
Good day, dear friends.
Прежде всего, я хотел бы поблагодарить петербуржцев, которые пришли сегодня сюда, на этот прекрасный стадион, чтобы поболеть за наши команды и отдать должное нашим замечательным соперникам.
First of all, I would like to thank all St. Petersburg citizens who came today to this stadium to support the teams and, of course, our competitors.
Я хочу сердечно поблагодарить Европейскую федерацию регби, руководителей Федерации европейского регби за то право, которое предоставлено Санкт-Петербургу проводить финал Кубка европейских чемпионов в нашем прекрасном городе.
I would like to express my hearty gratitude to Rugby Europe senior management for their trust to St. Petersburg to host the finals of the Rugby Europe 7th Clubs Championship. Thank you.
Я хочу сказать слова глубокой признательности губернатору Санкт-Петербурга, правительству Санкт-Петербурга, которые сделали все для того, чтобы у нас сегодня был с вами этот прекрасный праздник.
I would like to thank the government of St. Petersburg and the governor of St. Petersburg for this opportunity to host this wonderful event.
От имени Федерации регби России я хочу сказать слова благодарности всем спортсменам, тренерским штабам, арбитрам, которые уже сегодня и вчера показали нам прекрасную игру, продемонстрировав лучшие качества регби: благородство, справедливость, страсть, уважение к сопернику. Все то, что делает наш спорт совершенно особенным и удивительным.
I would like to thank everyone who made this event possible. I mean the sportsmen, the coaches, the arbiters, all those who make it such a captivating event and helps us to show the qualities of the rugby players, their nobility, their passion and their respect. This is what makes this kind of sport so special.
Пусть победит сильнейший, таков закон спорта. Но больше всего я хотел бы, чтобы мы приобрели сегодня новых друзей благодаря нашей прекрасной игре, чтобы наши гости познакомились с нашими замечательными жителями и унесли в свои страны, в том числе довольно далекие, частичку нашего добра петербургского, частичку наших сердец.
Let the strongest win. But besides, I want us to make new friends. And I want the guests of the city to get acquainted with this wonderful place and to take a warm particle of our hearts and souls to your faraway countries.
Ну и в конце я все-таки немножко не удержусь и скажу то, что мы говорим, как регбисты. Ребята, здесь вам не футбол.
And in the end, I cannot restrain myself but say, guys, this is not soccer here.
Слово предоставляется главному исполнительному директору Федерации регби Европы Флорану Марти.
The honor to give a welcoming statement is given to Florent Marty, CEO of Rugby Europe.
Hello everyone. Hello St. Petersburg.
Добрый день всем, добрый день, Санкт-Петербург.
It's a great honor and privilege to be here today.
Для меня большая честь и привилегия находиться здесь сегодня.
I would like to thank you, the city of St. Petersburg,
Я бы хотел поблагодарить правительство Санкт-Петербурга.
arguably one of the most beautiful city in the world for sure.
Безусловно, Санкт-Петербург – один из самых красивых городов в мире.
I would like to thank the Rugby Union of Russia for putting together here an incredible event.
Я бы хотел поблагодарить организаторов со стороны Федерации регби России за то, что организовали такое прекрасное событие.
I also would like to thank the region and the local organizing committee.
Также я бы хотел поблагодарить региональные и местные организационные комитеты.
And also all the staff, the volunteers, the referees for putting together a great event.
И всех, кто сделал этот праздник возможным.
But rugby is nothing without the players.
Регби – это ничто без его игроков.
And we are here today to celebrate them. They have put an incredible amount of games the last 2 days.
И сегодня мы отмечаем праздник регби. Мы видели много замечательных матчей за эти 2 дня.
And now we're about to enjoy the finals, both in women and men.
А сейчас мы предвкушаем финалы как в женской, так и в мужской конференции.
So let's get ready to watch rugby, an incredible sport.
Ну что ж, давайте приготовимся смотреть регби. Невероятный спорт.
Thank you all.
Большое спасибо.
Внимание! Звучит гимн Российской Федерации.
Ladies and gentlemen, anthem of Russia.
Почетное право первого удара финальной серии игр предоставляется хедлайнеру турнира Кубок Европейских чемпионов по регби-7 Анфисе Чеховой.
The honor to give a first kick is given to the headliner of the tournament, Anfisa Chekova.
Финальная серия игр объявляется открытой.
The series of final matches are announced open.
Регби – это энергия.
Регби – это мечта.
Регби – это игра мечты.
Just watching some final performances here. Some great dancing, excellent artistry, gymnastics. It's actually what I'm famous for, apart from what I think timing-wise, we're about 5 minutes away from our first game to begin. We are going straight into the third place final in the women's division. Women's, one of the strongest Russian teams, EVA, Podmoskovia from the Moscow region, to go head-to-head against Black Roses. Roses Poznania from Poland. They had a good run of games yesterday and today. Just coming across the remaining Russian champions on the way to the skill game. And, playing against their compatriots from Poland. The L27 ladies from Gdansk. Probably one of the strongest teams of the tournament will be facing the reigning champions of Russia, CSKA, in the final later on. But for now, a few minutes, we'll see VBA girls going against the Black Roses from Poland. One of the strongest Russian teams against one of the strongest Polish teams. Just a few minutes away, some smiles on the competitors' faces. Some of them, most of them, have finished their tournament already, so they can relax and wait for this evening's big dinner and celebration. But for now, all eyes on our VBA and Black Roses. Just saw the Russian women's national team's coach Andrei Kozin in the crowd. He is coaching VBA team. There's a few girls from the national team, so it is a strong side. Second best in Russia at the moment. The playing field is just being cleared of all the equipment. Here are the Black Roses wearing black jerseys. A few smiles. The girls are focused. A few smiles on their faces too. Shouldn't be too serious about playing. You know, there's a good smile can help you just loosen you up a little bit for the game. So it's good to see them. They probably do realize that they're underdogs for this game. BVA are quite a notorious side in Russia and abroad. They're regulars in W27s in both men's and women's divisions. Exciting to see the sevens game back. The crowd is back. One of the most historic stadiums. Rugby haven't been played in this field for more than 50 years, I gather. Since the 70s, early 70s. So this is very exciting times. If not for COVID, we'd probably be seeing a lot more people in the crowd. Again, remind you, last year's competition was visited by more than 16,000 people. It was a rugby festival just outside of the ground. Plenty of things to do for the whole family. This is an exciting place to be, an exciting rugby festival and rugby celebration for the people of St. Petersburg and tourists which are plenty of from around the world here. One of the most beautiful cities of the world, this St. Petersburg is. It's called Paris of the East. And it's not us Russians who call St. Petersburg that. I think that the name came from elsewhere, so we're not patting our own shoulders here. Great weather for change. St. Petersburg is notorious for its rainy days, especially in the autumn and winter. So great to see some sun here. A little bit of wind from the river, which is just outside Nevai River, just outside the stadium. So it does bring some humidity and some wind on occasions. Hopefully we won't see any rain, so we'll see a high-skilled performances from all the competitors that are going to take this field in the next 2 hours, an hour and a half, to be precise. So far, this tournament has been quite exciting. We've seen plenty of running, plenty of great tries, good athletes, good speed, balance, power, some good line breaks. Just this individual brilliance, and the best teams have made it through to the finals. So we'll just go into enjoy this occasion. This is what we love. Live sports, rugby especially, for the sheer amusement. Huge amount of spaces, few players. Just run, find space, find your partners, work hard, and you can score. Of course, ball possession is has much more importance than in rugby union. Here in sevens, if you possess the ball, then you can really hold your opponent away from any opportunities of scoring. Ball possession is so important, as we've seen already. Here are the two teams, VVA and Black Roses from Bosnia. A few words about their way to the final. VVA have yesterday. VVA have beaten local team St. Petersburg Neva. They lost to one of the strongest teams, also from Poland, Bialo-Zielone from Gdańsk, and they beat the Spanish team Majadahonda. I'm not sure how it's pronounced. I apologize. I'm good at pronouncing Russian names, not very good at pronouncing Spanish names apparently. The teams have taken the field then. Black Roses have beaten a Hungarian side yesterday, Medved Rugby Club, 39-7. They beat the Turkish side 53-0, and they lost to this Russian champion CSKA yesterday. And in the quarterfinals, they lost to their compatriots from Poland, 32-7. VVA went down to CSKA 24-0. Here's the VVA girls. A few smiles on their faces. Very good. We saw that haircut of Yana Danilova, our national team player. A very, very nice person all around. She loves helping the sheltered animals. And she loves playing rugby, as we all know. She's quite good at it. So let's see who's got the kickoff. Kicking off is going to be an important aspect of this game. If you can regain the possession, if you kick off the ball, then you have all the opportunities to just keep your opponent away from it. We've got the team sheet here. I'll try to pronounce the names correctly. Excellent vibes in both teams. Good tournament.
You ready?
Third place playoff match is just about to restart. The Polish side is kicking off. The local Russian girls are receiving. Good possession.
Stay back, stay back.
Good ball retention. DVA spreading it wide. All 7 Polish girls are in the line, and they still don't manage to hold off the VVA side. The wingers breaking down on the wing, shooting forward, and Alsu Mardieva is scoring this try. Well done. We saw all 7 players after that kickoff, all 7 Black Roses players in the same line. There's no one behind, so there's no chance really to recover if there was a line break. Interesting. We'll see how they continue through this match if they want to fill this front line. They don't expect VVA girls to kick, so they can allow themselves to have 7 in the line. But they have to make their individual tackles. She just went too high on the VVA winger, and a one-on-one tackle, too important. Good fend from the VVA girl too. Okay, VVA kicking off deep, filling the front line too, so there's no one's really behind. Trying to hold up, create a maul, and they're successful in doing that.
Didn't take out. Scrum blue. This is the mark.
Polish attacker went a bit high.
Waiting, ladies.
Should really work down when she's been tackled by two players. Try to go down to the ground, recycle the ball and play on. So now it's a VVA scrum.
No, stay back.
The referee is ordering the scrum half from Poland to stay back. Good line break from an out half. Number 2 from VVA. Penalty. VVA going fast. Quick tap. Dummy pass. 2 dummy passes. 1 inside, 1 out, and she went herself. Second try for VVA. Right beside the post, so it shouldn't be hard to convert the try. 2 dummy passes and straight through. Black Roses should really try to hold on the possession a little bit. They haven't had any ball yet. The only ball that they caught from the kickoff, they turned over. So we really need to see them. I think VVA are going to go long again. And they do just that. Not as long as the last time, but mistake in catching that ball. I don't think any of the Polish players touched that ball, so they should really have a line out to them.
Not quick anymore.
Can't play quick as the referee orders, so they have to wait for both teams to be ready to put the ball in the line out. Good competition from VVA players. They regain possession and starting to manufacture their try. Good pass and a little bit of a late tackle there, but a straight run for the line for the number 12 VVA and a 3rd try. It's all VVA so far. Let's have a look at that late tackle. A little bit late. The referee's looking at the replay. I think she's trying to consult with one of her assistants if that tackle was really late, but I don't think there's anything in it. I think she was committed. Oh.
Did you see anything or everything was okay? Good, thank you.
I think it's fine. Just heard the referee speaking to her assistant. It was a good kick from a difficult position. It just went to the left of the posts. Another kickoff. See if they go long again. No, they'll go high this time. Try to compete. Almost. Almost. The VVA player was just trying to catch it behind the lifted player. And the ball went behind, but the ball was knocked down by the VVA player, so it's a scrum black.
Okay, ladies, please open up. Make some space. Yeah. Catch.
Let's see the scrum.
No push, no push.
Bit of an early pushing and shoving there. Ball pops out behind Polish scrum. That's the first bit of possession we see them play. Let's see if they can hold on to that ball. There's a late tackle, so they get another opportunity. The Roses quick tap and play. They seem a bit lost. I think they need to loosen up a little and try to just express themselves here, because obviously they're already 3 tries down. Play with the ball in hand, always better than defense. Bit trying to force that offload causes a knock on, so we'll see a VVA putting in the scrum.
Oops, sorry.
3 tries so far. Let's see if VVA have enough time to score another one before the half-time. Spreading the ball wide. One more pass, a knock on. No advantage.
Knock on, scrum black.
Let's see. VVA gifting another chance
Here, please.
for the Polish side to try to manufacture something before the halftime.
Okay, wait for the ball. Crouch. Point. Set.
Referee's controlling the scrum. The ball comes out. Pass is made. So let's see if VVA put pressure on the Black Roses' skill level. Well spread to the side, but just trying to force that offload. No release after, no releasing the ball after being tackled by a VVA player. That's the referee's decision. So there's going to be a penalty to VVA. Just throwing a blind pass because she's been dragged into touch by a VVA player. But it turned out well for the Roses then after that. Okay, it's a line out. The Black Roses putting the ball into the line out. I think they need to hurry a little bit. They overplayed a minute. We're playing until the ball goes dead now. Let's see what the Polish ladies can do. Last play of the first half. The ball went backwards, so they can hold on to that possession. VVA putting a lot of pressure on them in defense. And all that pressure ends up in the knock-on. And this is the end of the first half. So, first 5 or 6 minutes, it was all VVA girls scoring 3 tries, holding on possession, kept getting the ball back from the kickoffs. So we haven't really seen the Black Roses play. I think they really need to make a lot of changes if they want to compete for that those bronze medals in the competition. First of all, they just need to hold on to possession for a few phases. Go from side to side, and sooner or later there will be a space to run. This is Andrei Kuzin just commenting on their girls' play in the first half. Andrei is the head coach of the Russian national team. Just came back from the Olympic Games recently, had a little bit of a rest, and back onto the field. The Russian club's 7th champion just began last couple of weeks ago, and the VVA and CSKA, both teams we'll see today, are competing for the championship again this year. Okay, the teams are changing sides. There's a little bit of a sun, a little bit of wind, so not too much. So it shouldn't affect really the play. Okay, let's see if Black Roses can really turn this around. Yana Danilova ready to chase, even from outside the field. Low kick, putting it long. Black Roses get possession. Good fend, down. Ooh. No roll away first, so it's going to be a penalty. One of the Polish girls is in a bit of pain. I think she felt a little awkwardly, so hope she's okay. One of her knees is strapped. Maybe she just fell a little awkwardly on it. She fended well. Oh. I think just on the way down we saw a little twiggle in that knee. Hope she's fine. Wish her good health. It gives a little bit of a pause for both sides to take a breather, even though the second half has just begun. She looks in a little bit of pain. So there's going to be a substitution, as the referee says. We're going to see another 5 minutes of this bronze medal final in the girls division. VVA are playing against Black Roses from Poland. Both sides, I think, just suffered one defeat in the semi-final from CSKA and from Biele Zielone from Gdańsk, respectively. Girls' partners helping her off the field. We wish her well. The game is about to resume. The Polish team is tapping the ball, spreading it through the hands. They hold on to possession.
Unintentional, gonna be only a scrum.
The referee didn't see much of an obstruction there, but the referee thought otherwise. There was a bit of an obstruction, but I'm not sure if there was any contact with the defender, with the girl in front. But anyway, it's VVA scrum, putting the ball in, getting the ball out quickly like they do in sevens. Overly eager, the scrum half from Poland. Got herself into the offside position and gives another opportunity for VVA to stretch their lead. Couple of dummy moves, 3 dummy passes, all the way for the winger to run in from 22-meter line. She has enough speed to just get away from 2 cover defenders. 2 or 3 dummy passes before the wingers was released. A good fend there at the end to the defender, just going a little bit too high. Just opening that chest for the fend to go through and bounce off it. So as I said, one mistake and VVA capitalizing on it yet again. Stretching the lead 24-0. Slice that conversion kick, but the lead is comfortable. 5 minutes to go, just under 5 minutes to go. So we really see the same picture we saw in the first half. VVA are good enough to capitalize, not really being put under pressure by the Black Roses defense, making the break after 2, maybe 3 phases. So the Polish side, I think, seemed to be a little bit flat. Maybe it's the end of the second day, the last game. But they've nothing to lose. We'll see what they can do. And another long kick, so the guests try to get out of their own 22. Ball is not released. Yet another lost ball, and VVA are quick to tap and play. Jana, the national team player, keeping the ball alive. She's going to clear the ruck now. Good long pass. Offside from the ruck. They're a little bit slow to turn around. VVA taps it fast. Good show and go. Changing the direction of attack. A little bit offside again. The defenders are just not disciplined enough. And all this possession is wasted by a knock-on. I think the VVA player was just looking ahead, just seeing that opportunity, because Black Roses players were still with their back to the attackers, and there's just so much opportunities, and I just got too excited. So Andrei Kuzin, the coach, is making a few changes, just giving his leaders a chance to rest. I think the score is comfortable enough. There's only a couple of minutes to go. We'll see if Black Roses can score a try before the game finishes and the tournament finishes for them too. Ball to the winger, trying to run, but just not being accurate enough. That touchline, it's too close. In my time, that was one of the biggest offenses for the winger. If he's getting pushed into touch, because he needs to be aware where the touchline is and should hit the brakes or change the direction of attack, not being put into touch, because it's an easy turn of possession. Anyway, a crooked throw, and the or Black Roses have the possession from scrum. Still deep in their half. All 7 VVA players on the line. Neither team really use their boot at all, so they don't need to put anyone back in the cover. You see that backfield is open. I wonder if Black Rose is going to see it, because it's hard to play against such a press defense. The line is full. The line is going fast forward, and he's an experienced player. That's the first kick of the game from a penalty. He makes it to touch just over the halfway line. Minute and a half, just under a minute and a half left. Polish team will put the ball into the line out. Girls just fixing their hair. Putting the ball in. Didn't look pretty, but they got the ball back. But being a bit too slow, trying to to go down on that ball, but still retain it. VVA player, I think, knocked it on. Good slaloming and running by the Polish winger. Good support line. Keep going. Some tired bodies out there in the VVA side, and we do see the score from the Polish side. Black Roses, well done, girls. You did yourself proud. One of the strongest women's team in Europe you're playing against. Nice, good interplay between the two Black Roses players, and a good finish. A backward dive, you can call it. I wonder if it has a name. Scoring conversion, and our clock is behind a little bit. The referee's clock says the game is over. That was the last kick of the game. Well done, VVA. They came 3rd in the tournament. And well done to Black Roses. They did themselves proud, scoring that try at the end. If only they held on to possession a bit longer in the first half and the start of the second half, we could have seen more of a contest here, but VVA were clinical, putting away their chances. It'll be interesting to see the final of the girls team, of the girls division. CSK, and we're going to be playing. Here's Darian Eritsina just sending her love to her mother on national television. Very nice gesture. Girls are happy. They did themselves proud today and yesterday. We'll see how the girls' final is going to be played, because what I noticed today is both teams never really had anyone covering behind in defense. So they're defending 7 up in the line, but neither team really exploited in any way. They just try to play from deep inside their halves. They never really looked for attacking kicks. It was all who was faster and stronger and who made less errors for both of these teams. And VVA came best. Okay, we're moving on to the 3rd place final between the men's, in the men's division, between the Samurai from England and Dukla from Czech Republic. Let's see. Dukla from Czech Republic here. Samurai presented the biggest upset, I think, of the competition when they lost in the semi-final to the Latvian side. Baltrex. Lithuanian, apologize to all our viewers in Lithuania. They lost to Baltrex in the semi-final, but Dukla did themselves proud. They got all the way to the semi-final. They've beaten VVA men's side. They've beaten the Spanish side, Bera. They've beaten one of the strongest teams in the competition, in my view, a team from Milan, 15-12. Great game that was. And ended up playing against Zastava, the locals, one of the strongest clubs in the Rugby Sevens in Russia, and just went down by 59-5 in the semi-final. I think Samurai were really upset after that loss to Baltrex, 21-12 they lost. And now we see what they can manufacture in this game. They can, you know, make their tournament matter by winning the bronze medals. Dukla is playing deep inside their half, putting through the hand, holding on to that possession, splitting it wide again, still inside of their 22. Just waiting for a bit of individual brilliance, but what we see is a high tackle from Samurai, which is going to leave the team with 6 men for the next 2 minutes. Number 16 from Samurai. Let me open the team sheet, have a look. Dukla is putting into touch. Samurai. And while I'm looking for the team sheet, the Dukla won the ball back, spread it out. Good tackle by Samurai. They're really under pressure now. They can't afford to put anyone into the rucks because they're a man down. There's no one behind again. Good into play, good offloads. Is he gonna run all the way? No, good diving tackle from Samurai, player number 4. Still in possession, Dukla though. Keeping the ball alive. Doing really well. Can they capitalize on the one-man advantage? We'll see in a minute. A knock on by a Dukla player. They've done so well. They got all the way from their own 22 up to the opposition 40-meter line. Look at that diving tackle from Sean Ray Gerald. From Sean Ray Gerald Williams from South Africa, playing for Samurai. Number 4. Number 7 of Samurai is putting the ball in, getting the ball out of that scrum fast. Some individual, good carry, good show and go. Can he go all the way? Yes, he can. It's a score between the posts from the scrum half, putting the ball in, getting out from one tackle and just doing a show and go to get away from some cover defense by Dukla. So Samurai go. 1 try up. A little bit against the run of play. They're a man down. I think now they just about getting the full side. So the yellow carded player, I think, will be coming up back on in a few seconds' time. Gets away from one tackle here, little show and go, and just hits the gas pedal here. Nice, good speed and balance to score that try, and a good dive at the end. So can Dukla hit back? Well, they can't, not from that kickoff, because Samurai get the ball back straight away, have the possession. Dukla putting some pressure, line up, line defense. Good offload by Samurai, need to clear that ruck. too late. Possession was a bit too late, so Dukla turns the ball over. Quick tap, and he's away. Number 11. Good continuity. But the Samurai player was there to intercept. A little bit of a messy ball. The referee doesn't whistle, so he didn't see any of the knock-ons. Good individual carry from number 8, big man from Czech Republic. Good tackle by Samurai on the wing. Some tired bodies out there. Samurai putting a lot of pressure in the opposition rucks. The ball nearly pops out, and no, it doesn't pop out. The referee saw a penalty, a foul play from Samurai team. So Dukla still have the possession. Playing with a lot of ball here. Good sidestep by the little number 6, number 9, apologize. They lose the ball though. Samurai regain possession inside their own 22. Going from attack to defense for Dukla, see how well they can do. The winger is asking question from the Czech defense. It was a handoff to the face, I think, from Samurai player. Then his opposite number just dragged him down by his collar. That's the first kick in 2 games that we saw, no one behind. Samurai kicked the ball and chase. That's a good individual try, good spot that there was no one there. Number 4 from Samurai. Sean Williams again. The player. Good proprietary work by Samurai. Good spot by number 4. Kick and chase, and obviously the bounce favored him as well, just bouncing in his hand, but there's no, he had plenty of time, there was no opponents around him. We see a Czech head coach just giving some advice. There's 15 seconds left to play. Easy conversion kick for Samurai, so they go 2 tries up, 2 converted tries up. Good catch under pressure by Dukla, and a good run from outside his own half, from inside his own half, sorry, by the Czech Republic, and the answer straight back with a great try. That was the last play of the first half, a converted try by Dukla, so they go straight back in game into this game. Celebrating that try, a good run by number 10. Second half will be very important. We'll see how tired both teams are. When teams get tired, players get tired, they tend to make more errors in both attack and defense. I think your vision is shortening. You know, playing sevens is a tough job. We'll see how well the coach has managed. We'll listen to the coach first, the Samurai coach.
Yeah, if it's on again, go. We'll beat them at pace. From a defensive point of view, we're just perhaps opening ourselves up as far as the step back on the switch. And we've just got to make sure, as we've said all weekend, it's not so much defending in 3s, it's defending in 4s and 5s, and those units shifting across. If we need to.
Za Arona. Můžeme se vrátit, jo? Jo. Máme výkop, bude kopat trace. Já jdu v rovině, twist, you stay sweep.
Well, you heard the Samurai coach. I think he was just giving some advice on over-chasing in defense. Just over-chasing after a player when the switch is about to be made. So he's not even defending in threes, defending in fours and fives. He wants his players to be aware of his partners, of their partners. They had a bit more possession than their opponents in the first half, and they're 1 try ahead. Some tired bodies out there. Of course, after the first half, but everything to play for. 7 minutes to go. Only 1 try between these two good sides. Looking at that great running by number 10 from Dukla. Good competition for the ball in the air. And the Czech side is getting the ball back from the kickoff. Samurai putting a lot of pressure in the ruck, and they're successful getting the ball back in that tough ruck. I think the English teams love a little bit of a contest in rucks. Nice running, individual slaloming, sidestepping. Number 2 from Samurai. Joshua Patrick Michael. Not sure what his short name is, but he's definitely got a long stride on him. Look at that, 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, and just running from that cover defense, and that tap tackle was unsuccessful. Nice 60-70 meter running from number 2 from Samurai. Excellent. Good conversion from number 4. 2 tries now. There's only 5 minutes left, just over 5 minutes left. So for Dukla now, they need to get the ball from that kickoff, and they don't do that. I think that's what Samurai tried to do in the previous restart at the end of the first half, but the kick was a bit short. Now they get the ball back, just kicking behind that defender. Great individual running, just spotting that gap between defenders. A little bit of tired defenders now. You're not running as hard from the inside when you think that that player is already being monitored by your partner. So you're just hitting that, taking that foot off the gas pedal a little bit, and that's the best time to step inside for the attacker and try to exploit that. Great, good speed, balance, and power by number 4. Converts his own try, and 3 tries now separate the teams. The number 13's body was turned sideways. He was never going to recover from that inside step. Samurai, meanwhile, kick off and get the possession back. It's all about Samurai. I think that pass was a little bit forward. I think the wind probably carried it. Anyway, great effort. Samurai just have all the possession in the last 3 minutes, scoring those 2 important tries, increasing that gap, and just being in control of this game. I think Dukla need to show a little bit of that end of the first half brilliance. Individual, hard running, spread the ball, and they need to hold the possession. And they don't manage that. They're just a bit loose. The ball's a bit loose from scrum, and a little bit loose again from offloading by Samurai. So Dukla get it back. Let's see what they can do, how many phases they can hold it. I think there's a lot of tired bodies in the Samurai squad too. They can't keep their own ball in the ruck. Samurai again putting the pressure in rucks. Keeping the ball alive now. Ball in one hand. There's only one way he's going. 2 fans, 1 contact. The ball is recycled. Samurai can they find the winger? Do they need a winger? We'll see. Samurai have a good individual runners in the midfield. You can just create something out of nothing. Good steppers here. 1, 2 step. Good pop off the ground, just keeping that ball alive. There's no ruck. Dukla players were a little bit forward and there was no single line, but that dummy pass and go, show and go by Samurai player ends up with a missed tackle and a try. Again, just using all that possession, cutting back inside, dummying the pass, little fend, and another good try. I think Samurai should be biting their elbows that they didn't perform and didn't play in the same fashion. The semi-final, just losing to the Lithuanian side, not having much possession, just losing a few balls. High five, one of the ball boys here at the stadium. Nice. Big smiles. Probably not on the Dukla players' faces though. Again, just kicking long and high to the right for the number 15 to chase. Both players were jumping for it. The referee saw an infringement from the Samurai player, so Dukla is going to tap a penalty. I think they're going to kick to touch probably just to win some field possession. It's going long. Good kick. I think it's going to be within the Samurai half. Only just about a minute to play for Dukla. Can they score another try? The first one was from a restart. We haven't really seen them play and put in a few phases and some continuity forward from them. They win the ball from the line out. Little kick back to his partners. And the Czech team are again playing from their own 22. Big contact, big collision. Both players are on their feet already. 11 is a bit, takes his time to stand up from that contact. Nice interplay, good offload. A little bit of a space down the wing there. I think Samurai's hand just, but the referee didn't see a knock on anyway. I thought the Samurai's hand just knocked that ball forward. Good space now. The ball has been in play for about a minute now, so both teams are a bit tired. Falling down, infringement in ruck by the Czech side. Good spot, no one behind. The bounce wasn't too lucky for a Samurai player, and he was robbed of that ball. So again, from their own 22, can they spread it wide a little? The game is on. A lot of people walking already. No release. I think no releasing after that tackle as well, and he didn't go back to go through to enter the gate. Oh yeah, the ball went backwards from that hand. If it went forward from his hand, I think it could have been a yellow, because he's just preventing that pass. It would have been a knock on. Kick to touch, didn't find touch. I think we're over a minute now. So when the ball goes dead, the game will finish. Samurai retained possession. Some tired bodies on both sides, but it's always more exciting to attack when you're tired. Another opportunity, a penalty and quick tap by Samurai. Struggling to get back in play. The Czech Republic players, and a cut back inside from a number 4 Samurai, and another try. No cover from the inside, good step, acceleration, and it's a try. This will be the last play of the game, this conversion kick. Pretty straightforward, right between the posts. Nice, another 2 points to add to the victory. Well done, Samurai. Well done, Dukla, to getting into the third place final. Well done, Samurai, to proving that they're an excellent side. I think they'll be still a bit disappointed that they didn't put themselves into the final, the best position to win the tournament. But that means we will have the Beltrex team from Lithuania and Zastava in the final of the Rugby Europe Sevens Clubs Championship in few minutes time. But first, we will see the women's final just after the cheerleading performance. Enjoy that. The finalists are just about to take on the field. The women's division final is kicking off in a few minutes' time. The crowd is applauding the off-going third place finalists, Samurai, the bronze medal winners of the Rugby Europe Sevens Clubs Championship, and the fourth place, Dukla, the crowd's favorite in the last 2 days. Now, about to take on the field, the Russia's women's national champions, CSKA Moscow, and Bialo-Zielone ladies team from Gdansk, Poland. The two strongest sides in the women's division in the last 2 days in this competition are just about to kick off and play for the gold. CSKA have beaten Lemon Flames, the Black Roses, which we just saw in the third place playoff, and Firusko from Turkey yesterday. Today they've beaten Medvec team, and they've beaten VVA Moscow on their way to the final. The Bialo-Zielone Gdansk, they've beaten the VVA yesterday, big upset, 39-19 that was. They've beaten a Latvian team and a Spanish team quite comfortably, over 50 points. They beat Neva team from St. Petersburg in the quarterfinals, and then they rolled over Black Roses 32-7 to make it to the finals. So the two strongest female teams are just about to take on the field. Bialo-Zielone, Lisniak. Polish team is kicking the ball off a lost ball from the CSKA player, and Bialo-Zielone is taking the possessions, quick to spread the ball, good skill, good passing, and quick score into the corner. 19 seconds, that's how long it took team from Gdansk to open the score in this game. They got the ball back from the kickoff. CSKA didn't use their opportunity to hold that possession, and quickly they went straight to the winger, finishing that score comfortably into the corner. Now hard conversion didn't go over, so it's 5-0 to Gdansk early on. Here we see CSKA's coach Alexander Alexenko, notorious Russia's coach, coached Russia men's national team, coached Kuban men's team, the long-term national champion in the club level in sevens rugby. Now he's with the CSKA women's team, the strongest team of Russia. The wingers got the ball. Zdrokova, I think, running down that wing, making about 30 meters. CSKA quick to spread the ball wide. Good skill. Kristina Seredina out. Here's Zdrokova. Here's Zdrokova on this wing here. Apologies. Blind offload. Didn't go to hand. The ball goes into touch. I think CSKA just took that foot off the pedal now. That blind offload wasn't too necessary. I think CSKA could have recycled one more time. Nevertheless, they get the line-out throw because the Polish player touched it last. A little scramble for the ball there behind the line-out. The ball went over the top, and it's a scrum white. 2 minutes played so far. A lot of nerves. Remind you, CSKA Rugby Club are reigning Russia's champions and Russian Cup winners from last year. The Russian Championship was resumed just last 2 weeks ago. Snezhana Kulkova running with the ball, running hard. Nadezhda Sazonova is changing the direction of attack. Good slaloming run, only a few meters to go. Nice try by CSKA Moscow. They hit right back 2 minutes later. Score between the posts. There's a lot of national team players on both sides. There's a few, I think 6 or 7, I'm not sure how many of them are playing today. Russian national team players playing for CSKA, and Bielsko-Zielone is full of Polish national teams, national team players. So it's quite interesting from that perspective. 2 national sides almost have met in the final. Well, we can definitely tell both teams possess great skill level, good speed, good continuity. Now we're going to see CSKA restart. Can they get the ball back? Good kick by Kristina Seredina. But Gdansk get the possession. Good running. CSKA managed to bring the player down. Little show and go from the base of a ruck. Is it worth it? Again, have a look. No one's behind. Don't think that teams try to exploit enough. All 7 in the line. I think she was thinking about that kick, but still decided to play. Number 2 from Gdansk went for a switch. A little bit too early. There's a lot of space for the ball carrier to run, I think, before they can switch the direction. It was a bit unexpected for the ball carrier, so they tried to force that pass, which ended up in a knock-on. One of the first scrums of the game. Good shove and push from Gdansk, but CSKA hold the possession. Spread the ball to Kristina Seredina in the midfield. She tried to pass it to Yelena Zdrokova, one of the fastest players of the tournament and of the HSBC Women's 7 Series, in fact. She's made her name there already as well. Anyway, the pass was forward from Kristina Seredina, and the scrum will go to Bielsko-Zielone. A little bit of nerves from both sides, I think, just forcing those passes a little bit. They need to hold possession. Good tackle by Yelena Zdrokova. I think Seredina didn't have to go into that ruck, but she did, trying to put pressure on Gdansk, just falling off her feet, losing her feet and conceding a penalty. Bielizilione decide to kick for touch. Not too long the kick was, but at least it made touch. The line-out will be for the team in green and white. Bielizilione in Polish and in Russian, in fact, it's white and green. That's exactly what their jersey looks like. Good passing under pressure to the winger. Jelena Zdrokova with the ball. Recycling it. Nadezhda Sazonova passing the ball forward. Good running, so elusive. Nice, the winger gets the ball here. Needs to stay away from touch. That's a second, a third phase. CSK are holding the ball. I think the holes will open up very soon. Snezhana Kulkova is fending one player off. Has enough time to offload, and Jelena Zdrokova is scoring yet again. Beautiful team try. True team try manufactured by the whole team. CSK girls have been very industrious in creating that advantage after 3 or 4 phases, spreading it wide, finding an extra man, and scoring a beautiful try. So it's 12-5 and a difficult conversion for Kristina Seredina. And she makes it 14-5. That's the halftime whistle by the referee. That's the best piece of play we saw in the first half, I think, from both sides. If CSKA continue in the same fashion, I think they'll be too hard for the visitors to manage with. Good build-up for that last try. I wish I spoke Polish. Then I could have translated to you guys watching it out there. I can understand a word or two because they're too similar to Russian, but can't make out much of what the coach says to his players. Just watching the replays of the try scored. This is a 19-second try by Bielizilione. Great start of the game. This is great stepping and some slaloming running from CSKA player. Excellent try, just manages to get over the line. Big smile on her face as well. This is Zdrokova's try at the very end of the first half. Good fend there. Cover defense is too tired and not fast enough. Elena is one of the hardest and fastest players on the circuit. The kick was a bit short, didn't go 10. The referee awards a free kick for the visitors. I think Gdańsk's team need to play with the ball a little bit. I don't know if that's the fashion they like to play, but I think holding possession is always a good thing. In sevens rugby, you waste much more energy defending than attacking, and as soon as I say that, they just knock the ball on and give another opportunity for CSKA to manufacture something. CSKA have been quite ruthless with punishing their opponents this tournament. Any chance, any opportunity for possession or any mistake by an opponent, they usually punish with tries. Again, spreading it fast to Jelena, giving her a lot of space to run. She's hard to catch, but the number 2 from Bielizilione manages to just catch her by her jersey down the wing. She's a fast girl as well. Good show and go by Kristina Seredina. And the defender at the tackler didn't roll away. Quick tap. Snezhana Kulkova. Pass to Kristina Seredina. A switch with Jelena Zdrokova and another try. A good fend, and Jelena scores under the posts. She strikes again. Lightning Zdrakova. She's done it so many times on the HSBC women's circuit and on the European level tournaments too. And she does it again here in St. Petersburg. Rugby Europe Sevens Clubs Championship 2021. Great kick. She's got her own style of kicking, Christina. Of course, she joined rugby not too long ago. She came from handball. She was a goalkeeper in handball. Imagine that. So she's definitely not afraid of hard balls flying at her at 100 miles an hour. Good restart by Christina. Again, she doesn't even step forward when she kicks. She kicks from standing still. Knock-on advantage to CSK, who regain possession. Good ruck. Again, Gdansk chase with 7 up in the line. Still in possession, I think, CSKA. Bielizilione player fell on that ball and didn't release it when she was on the ground. She can't keep holding on to that. A bit of a loose ball there after a kick, but the player was on her knees and she can't really wrestle for it when she's down on the ground. 7 on the line for Gdansk. CSK are going to play a combination here. A loop pass. Nadia Sazonova is running, looking for someone to offload. The partner's a little bit late, and it was a good cover by Bielizilione's side. Number 7, CSK goes into contact, and CSK lose possession. It was a penalty, although I don't think the Bielizilione player really held her feet in that ruck contesting for the ball. Anyway, CSK are in defense now. So you must be capable to defend. Playing 7s, she won't run away from Zdrakova, but Yelena needs to get up because she may have more work. She doesn't. Knock on from the Gdansk player, and CSK get the ball back. 2.5 minutes to go. Good individual skill there by the Gdansk player. But they weren't clinical enough on offloading. They couldn't really finish what they have started. You really need to challenge defenders in 7s because any missed tackle, any half chance can really end up with it in a try. Nadezhda Sazonova is down. I think she's getting some treatment from the physio. A little bit of a cold spray for her sore leg. She's limping a little bit. I think she's been subbed off, probably just a muscle injury. She's done enough today. She's been a good leader for her side. Nadezhda is married to one of the famous Russian players, Vladislav Sazonov, playing for Lokomotiv Penza at the moment, and the Russian national team in both 7s and 15s rugby too. Quite a rugby family they have. CSK keep the ball from the scrum. Running to the blind side first, now spreading it wide. Great pressure by Gdansk, but a loose tackle. Loose tackle just ruins it for them. They put a lot of effort into putting pressure in the line. Good line speed there, but just one missed tackle. Good show and go. Cover defense is a little late, I think just a little bit slow there. So she was diving to tackle because she knew she wasn't going to have enough speed to just get close, to put her feet close to the attacker. One of the most important skills defending in rugby is just getting your feet closer to the person you're trying to tackle. So you can't dive from distance because it's not effective. It's too easy to to beat for the attacker. Just missed. The ball goes slightly to the left after Christina's kick. 26-5 and about 30 seconds to go. Alexander Lysenko, the CSK coach, is making a few final changes. The girls are happy, CSK girls. You can see them hugging each other, high-fiving each other. And we see a American football recent convert taking the field, giving her a little bit of a chance in the final, Alexander, but the kick goes short again from the kickoff. And Bielozilone is probably getting their last opportunity to attack. See if they can hold on to possession and challenge the defense and maybe even manufacture something. Good running down the wing by number 7. She's getting tackled from behind. I think her foot, but he didn't go into touch. That one of the tackles was high. Quick tap by number 8 from Gdansk. Good offloading. 3-on-1. Can they recycle? Oh, yes, they can. Nice try to finish this game by the visitors. They can really hold their heads high. This last play was brilliant. Great interplay, quick movement, good support running, and a great team try by number 9 from Gdansk. Missed conversion, and the final whistle by the referee. This is Alexander Lysenko. We congratulate the team, his management staff. We congratulate the CSK girls with the winning the trophy. Big smiles on their faces. Here's the winner, the coach. Here are the girls, they're really happy. It's great to win trophies. It's really something that motivates you, but we congratulate Bielozilone ladies from Gdansk. They've done themselves proud in this last 2 days. They won good games. They won tough matches. They've beaten VVA, one of the strongest Russian teams on their way to the final. And all the respect to the girls. Many happy faces on both sides. The players from each team congratulate each other. This is what makes rugby, rugby. That respect from both sides. A few minutes to go now, and we see the final. Baltreks from Lithuania and Zastava from St. Petersburg. The crowds are growing bigger. Unfortunately, as I said before, we do have the limit here. Not more than 1,000 people in attendance. We see, well, about that, I think, on the ground. Alexander Lysenko is going to say a few things. He's saying, girls, we are the best, not just in Russia. And this is correct. Well done to CSK girls. Well done to Alexander and his staff. A few minutes and we'll see the men's final. Everything, the most anticipated fixture this weekend. I remind you that Zastava Rugby used to be called Narovske Zastava, now just Zastava, are taking on the Lithuanian champion Baltreks. This is Kristina Seredina, number 2 of CSKA, try scorer today and one of the leaders of the Russian national team. Okay, welcome to Petrovsky Stadium in St. Petersburg. First time in over 50 years rugby has been played at this stadium on the high level. And this is Rugby Europe Sevens Clubs Championship competition in Russia. 5th time it's been held in St. Petersburg, Russia. A lot of preparation went into this tournament. Last year's tournament couldn't be held because of the COVID pandemic. This year's tournament isn't held in as a large scale as it was supposed to because of the regulations, the government restrictions, etc. This is Anfisa Cheikhova, one of Russia's most famous TV presenters. She is a headliner of the tournament, sitting in the stands and enjoying a true man's game. Well, considering we just watched women's play, it's not really a true man's game. So, game for everyone. But I'm sure she's been waiting for the men's competition. So Zastava is just outside of the tunnel already, just waiting for their opponents to be out. Here's Beltrex just going in. Igor Artemiev, president of the Russian Rugby Union. Baltrek's team are just preparing to take on the field. It's a little bit windy here, so I can't really be walking around in shorts and a t-shirt. You can see a lot of winter jackets in the stands. Well, autumn jackets, probably more appropriate in the stands. It can be quite cold in September, but today is a perfect day for rugby. It's sunny. St. Petersburg. What a present from the city of St. Petersburg. Okay. Here's Baltrek's team number 8. Oh, this is going to be tough. I will keep those names in mind and refer to them when they make something special in the game. If you don't mind, of course. My friends, this is Florin Bonia, the referee of the final. This is Zastava's team. Zastava have beaten everything, but they drew with Samurai yesterday, 14-14. Beltrex to start, high kickoff to compete. Zastava regained possession, Ivan Avchinikov with the ball. Good carry by number 11, Zastava. Spreading the ball wide, out to the wing, Tikhanovic with the ball. So elusive, so hard to catch. He was in athletics before. Number 15 carrying the ball for Zastava, trying to retain possession. They're successful. Again, 2-man advantage for Zastava. Big long loop pass. And a first score of the game. Number 1, Zastava, Vitaly Tikhanovic to score the try. Interesting to see Baltrex trying to put pressure, and the winger goes hard in the line, goes up, tries to prevent Zastava from going wide. But they found a way to get the ball to their speedster on the wing. See how it goes. Good possession from Zastava. The hosts are motivated. You can see it in their eyes and their emotions. Baltrex get the possession from the kickoff. Ooh, this could be a yellow. I think the feet were lifted. They're above the shoulder line, and Sam Myers gets sin binned. 2 minutes, Zastava gonna be with the man down. He's not happy, Sam, but I think everyone saw that the Baltrek's player's feet were a little bit above his shoulder line. A few years back, this would have been considered a perfect tackle. Rugby's changing. It needs to be more safe for the players. The well-being is an important factor these days. Can't afford to lift and dump people on their shoulder and neck anymore. Quick tap by Baltrex, but a knock on. Great opportunity to hold possession, to play with a man overlap. But Baltrex just wasted, just too eager. The Baltics player just taps it a little bit too hard. The ball goes over his head, and the referee sees a knock on there. Zastava in possession now. Ivan Ovchinnikov playing 9, going blindside. He's a fast one. He plays for Russian national team. Hard to stop, even though he's a small fella. Zastava is spreading the ball. Little loose in defense, Baltrex, and they're punished by number 9 from Zastava, Artur Salamiani. Just taking too long, Baltrex, to get the defensive line back. One player is over chasing from Baltrex. He's a little too much in front, creating that ladder, that step, as we call it, for the Salamiani to attack. He takes the space and he evades the last tackler. Second try, not converted by Ivan Ovchinnikov. And Ivan will kick restart in a few seconds' time. Good acceleration from the start. Good change of direction to escape the last attacker. Good score just in the corner flag there. A high kick, regathered after the ball bounced it from the ground. Sam Myers is back, and the referee gave him another warning for high tackle. Good running from number 14 from Baltrex down the wing. Kęstutis Karbauskas. Well done. He's a fast one. Another quick tap. You can never relax in sevens. Conceded the penalty. Zastava conceded the penalty, and it was a quick tap and just spread it wide to their speedster. And he did just what he's in the team for. Run down and score. Easy conversion by number 11, Matas Mezos. My apologies again. Not really good with Lithuanian names. Russian names are a bit easier for me. Maybe Irish as well, but not Lithuanian. Good high kick. Good gather by Ivan Ovchinnikov from Zastava. With the ball now, Sam Myers goes blindside. Good fend. Holding on to possession. There's no one to pass to. Good decision to hold. Ivan spreading it wide. Salamiani with the ball. Hard man to stop. Zastava have plenty of those game changers in their squad. Number 11. William Diarra from Kenya, scoring their 3rd try. So hard to stop, such a powerful man. Fast, industrious, good balance, great power, speed, good fend. He's an established sevens player on the international stage. No wonder his presence makes such a difference for the team he plays for. So far, Zastava look just more composed, more established as a side. They're more careful with the ball in hand. If not for Sam Myers' yellow card, I think we would have seen the score. We would have seen even a higher score from Zastava. Baltrex have less and less time to start their comeback. They're 12 points down. Ball was knocked on. Every kickoff is a contestable is contestable from Zastava, and they get good rewards from it. Sam Myers, one of the tallest players on the team, was competing for that ball. It was a fair contest. The referee saw a knock-on from the Baltrex player. Well played. Ovchinnikov spreading it wide. Salamiani with the ball again. So hard to stop, a dummy pass and go. Good offload. Just few centimeters to the line. Ivan spreading it wide. Number 2, Zastava holding possession. Just patience. All they need here is patience. Nice. Well done, Zastava. The hosts score another one. Ivan Ovchinnikov, one of the leaders of the game of Zastava. All born in Krasnoyarsk, started his rugby in Krasny Yar, then moved to Zastava to focus on rugby sevens. Great decision by Ivan, and good try by him. This was the last play of first half. The teams will have a couple of minutes now to take their breather. The coaches will probably give them a few advices for the second half. I think things are going great for Zastava, but Baltrex, I think they have 7 minutes to recover, to maybe risk it a little bit. They have nothing to lose here. They're already in the top 2. They've already won silver at the worst. Again, my Lithuanian is around the same as my Polish. Could probably understand a few words, but that's about it. Very focused, Zastava's faces. We heard the coaches, the Zastava coaches, commands to score early. Just giving a few tips to his players. Zastava were clinical so far. First half, 4 tries to 1. Zastava is in control. 7 minutes for them to become the champions. The Rugby Euro 7's Clubs Championship in their hometown, St. Petersburg, Russia. Okay, Zastava kicking off again. High kick, a little bit too long to contest, so they need to hit the brakes and find their defensive line. Diarra putting a lot of pressure in that ruck. Zastava have a man behind. Sam Myers steals the ball in that breakdown. So hard to stop Sam from all the way from Australia, ex-Australian captain. Sam Myers playing with the Zastava for the last couple of seasons. Just a little bit emotional there. Didn't feel like he'll knock that ball on the ground, but his partners helped him to calm down a bit. 24-7, Zastava comfortably in the lead. 1 minute gone of the second half, 6 minutes to go. The Zastava make a change. We see number 10, Artyom Demonov, coming onto the field, getting into that scrum on the left. The referee doesn't want to see much pushing between the scrum halves. It's always a battle on its own, battle between the scrum halves in the rugby union, especially in the sevens as well. Hanging on to the ankles of Baltrex attacker. The referee doesn't want Diarra to keep holding the ball. I think he went off feet and he didn't release after the tackle. So Baltrex have the penalty. They decide not to kick for touch, but to tap and go. And well, they're right to do so. They have 5 minutes to score a couple of tries and maybe have the opportunity and chance to stay in this game. Take it to extra time, maybe. Another penalty. Could end up in a yellow card. I think Sam Myers is going to be red carded now. I think. Ooh. I think he allowed his emotions to take over and go over his head, and just the referee told him a couple of times already since he's been back after a sin bin just to calm down a bit. So I think Baltic is going to be asking some questions now. 4 minutes, they're going to be playing with a one-man advantage. Zastava regather the ball deep inside their own half. It's important to hold possession for Zastava. Demonov with the ball now. Hard man to stop, he's quite fresh, he just came on. Playing to the blind side, holding possession. The clock keeps ticking. It's good for Zastava. Hard to stop. Look at him go, breaking one tackle after another. I think a few tired bodies walking back in that Lithuanian side. Ndiara with the ball. Ndiara with the ball. Can he go all the way? Yes, he can. From about halfway line. Good fend and go. There's nothing that the number 17 can do to stop him. Another try, increasing the lead, and less chances for the guests, for the visitors, to return in this fixture. I think both people are smiling, both Ndiara and the 17. I like his attitude. Baltrek, 17. Arnas Urbonas. Well done, Arnas. Playing with a smile on his face. Great mustache. I don't think I've mentioned it today. Of the Zastava's manager. That late tackle, I think, ended Sam Myers' performance in this competition. Holding on to possession, Baltrex, they had a bit of an advantage, knock-on advantage, not anymore. Advantage is finished. Yet again, indiscipline, some indiscipline from Zastava, and a penalty conceded. They have the one-man advantage, Baltrex. They have a big man on the wing. No ruck. Well, I didn't think there was a ruck there, to be honest. I don't think there is an offside line. Well, the referee thinks otherwise. So we believe him. He's the referee. Good into play. Some offloading. Tackle from Zastava. No contest in the ruck. They have a man down. They can't afford to lose more people in the breakdown. Some tired bodies. Is this going to be a score? I don't think it is. I think it's a knock-on by the Baltrix player. But the referee brings it back and gives another yellow card to the Zastava player. He saw a high tackle there by Demonov. Just here, a hand above the shoulder line, just above. It looked marginal, to be honest. No, it wasn't number 10. I think it was number 9 that he's talking about there. It's a penalty. It's a two-man advantage by Baltrix, but there's too little time left. They should probably score here. They have a two-man advantage. Just spread the ball wide. A training field exercise when you're playing 7 against 5. And Baltrix do just that. They score a try. They're walking back. The Baltrix players probably understand that they started their comeback a little late. There, good power, strength, and balance there by the 17 to score in the corner under pressure. Well, it's now or never really for Baltrix, but maybe we're a little bit too past that point. Incredible level of work will be required in the next minute and a half by the Zastava players, playing with 2 men down. holding on to possession will also be handy for them. High kick, contestable kick, good tap back by Baltrik's player. His partner regains the ball. The ball is recycled and passed back. Another opportunity to spread it wide. The Zastava player is going to be stretched now. They're trying to cover for 2 extra players they don't have. Went wide once, going wide again. Passes need to be accurate. Ooh, just the cover tackle just done his job. Artyom Demonov, well done, mate. I think that was the last play of the game. Just heard the final whistle. Thank you very much to both teams. Exciting final. Zastava proved that the best team in the competition. Rugby Europe Sevens Club Championship Cup is won by the local side, Zastava. Rugby, well done, Baltriks from Lithuania. They were unexpected finalists, beating Samurai from England in the semi-final. 31-14 to Zastava in the final. You can see a lot of happy faces. You can see a lot of excitement on their faces. And the management, Baltriks, are disappointed, but they shouldn't be. I think they've done more than we expected from them. Well done. Igor Artemiev is overviewing. Spectators are happy. Match TV camera crew already on the field taking some interviews, and the boys are more than happy to share their emotions with the auditor, with the TV viewers. Sending some love, Ivan Avchinikov, one of the best players of the team, one of the leaders in the Russian national team too. A lap of honor from the local boys. Well done to Zastava, well done to all the teams competing, well done to the spectators who found the chance to make their travel to Petrovsky Stadium to watch one of the most exciting games in the world, Rugby Sevens. Here, 2 great days, 2 divisions, men's and women's. We have CSKA from Moscow, the winners of the women's division, and we have Zastava from St. Petersburg, the winners of the men's division. Well done, everyone. Thank you for watching. Vasily Artemiev with my commenting and commentating, in fact, debut today. Hope you enjoyed it. Watch rugby, support rugby, play rugby. Thank you. Goodbye.
Ladies and gentlemen, in several minutes will begin the closing ceremony of the championship.
себя. Остался только мир, который смотрит на меня. Я много раз ошибался, делал что-то не так, но я вставал и делал следующий шаг. Я верил людям, которым верить нельзя. Они пользовались этим, но поверьте мне, зря. Были люди, да, на которых мог я опереться. С чистым сердцем помогали мне они. Но мои враги хотели смерти для меня, но я разбил планы, ведь это моя игра. Моя игра, моя игра. Она мне принадлежит таким же, как и я. Моя игра, моя игра. Здесь правила одни и цель одна. Моя игра, моя игра. Она мне принадлежит таким же, как и я. Моя игра, моя игра. Здесь правила одни и цель одна. Улицы несут в себе боль, разочарование. Минуты
Дамы и господа, мы начинаем торжественную церемонию закрытия Кубка Европейских чемпионов по регби 7.
Ladies and gentlemen,